Before we start this video, it's worth pointing out that as our channel grows, we're gaining the attention of scam accounts. We're doing our best to moderate these comments, but again, I want to remind everyone that we will never ask you to text us or call us to win a prize. If you're enjoying the content, we'd be honored to have your subscription and leave a like and a comment. It really helps the channel grow. Now, back to the content.
The USPSA MultiGun Nationals will be decided on the bays of the Desert Sportsman Range, just outside Las Vegas, Nevada.
This has been the venue for the match for a number of years now, and the staff is maximizing the capabilities of the facility.
Range limitations keeps us inside of 400 yards, but in typical Nationals fashion, we want to make sure that every facet of people's shooting skill is tested. And you know, you're never going to find yourself in an easy position. It's always going to be something technical and something that challenges you.
Piatt Rensing is the stage designer.
I still wanted to create a significant challenge for the MultiGun Nationals. You know, there's a lot of matches around the country with their own flavor, and I think if you're going to come here, I want to try to test you a little bit, maybe give you a little bit of rope to hang and see if you can pull it out.
Piatt not only designed the stages for the match, he is also competing and facing the challenges he has created for the rest of the shooters.
On the stage known as Mad Birds, it's a piece of steel that trips Piatt up early, requiring 2 extra shots with the shotgun.
Once he's into the rifle, he's back on track, fast and smooth. That was a single shot there. A single A-zone hit is a neutralized target in this scoring format.
Piatt is through Mad Birds in 38.37 seconds with all targets neutralized.
Here are the 2 paper targets used at the MultiGun Nationals. This is the IPSC Classic target, and Mike has the standard USPSA or metric target.
Now in this scoring format, 2 hits anywhere on the paper or a single A-zone hit will neutralize the target and avoid penalty.
Now, as you can see, the A-zone on the classic target is a bit tighter than the A-zone on the metric, but the metric offers the upper A and B zone for one-shot neutralization.
Now, clay birds must be broken to score, and steel must be knocked down to score.
And speaking of steel, there are also high-value long-range steel for the rifle, like those found on the stage Rip Cord. CRO Troy McManus reads the stage brief.
The 4 long-range plates are enhanced penalty targets on an engaged from Area A, plus 15-second penalty if they're not neutralized.
Maggie Reese is quick into the position, and with only a couple of pickups, she clears the long-range steel.
Once Maggie gets to her shotgun, it's all business. And because she is in the open division, she has the capacity to clear all of the shotgun targets without a reload.
The pistol targets are handled without drama. A successful stage for Maggie.
It's awesome. It's fun to be out here, and I'm shooting for Colt, so got my 69-20 and the stage rocked.
As a contrast to the Anything Goes open division, Bruce Piatt is running the Heavy Metal Limited division.
The first noticeable difference is the heavy caliber rifle with iron sights.
I went to Heavy Metal Limited, so I had to shoot a 308 with iron sights. It's fun. New gear, renewed some interest. And I'm learning. I'm back to learning. Every time I get out and I shoot another stage, I'm learning something a little different.
Another requirement for the division is a pump shotgun. Not a problem for the New Jersey police officer.
His pistol must be a .45, and he is limited to 10 rounds per magazine, so careful shot placement on the paper targets is a must. Remember, 1 A-zone hit is a neutral target.
Shooting iron sights was tough at the small targets out there, and it thumps you.
Team Surefire's Barry Duke also shoots a .308 caliber rifle in this match, but he has the benefit of an optic.
That's because Barry shoots in the Heavy Metal Tactical division, and that really helps with the long-range shots. Just 1 pickup with the rifle.
Once Barry gets to his shotgun, you will notice another difference. He's allowed a semi-auto, and his weak-hand loads are some of the best in the game.
Heavy Metal Tactical shooters are allowed a .40 cal pistol instead of the .45, but the 10-round capacity is still in effect. Not a problem for Barry.
Oh, it went good. Great match, and just happy to be here and able to come out and compete.
There's more action from the USPSA MultiGun Nationals coming next.
When every hour you put into it increases the rush you get out of it. When the bond between hand and gun feels as true as a perfectly placed shot. It's not by accident. It's by design. M&P, advanced by design.
The division that attracts the most participation and is perhaps the most competitive at the top of the leaderboard is the Tactical or TAC Optics division.
And the man to beat is the USAMU's Daniel Horner. Fitting that we would catch up with Daniel on the stage known as Top Dog.
The stage starts with the pistol, and Daniel is very effective with his.
The steel plates at the wall are option targets, shotgun or pistol. Daniel chooses the latter.
That's because he has a specific load order in the shotgun. The first 6 targets are bird shot, and the last 3 are slug targets. A quick rack of the shotgun gets it back online.
And luckily the order still worked. There are the slug targets.
It went all right. I had one, the round didn't go off. The hammer hit the shell and the round didn't go off. So I had to recock the gun, get back to shoot. But other than that, it went really well.
Daniel's closest competition in the division is Nils Jonasson. And on the long-range stage known as Rip Cord, Nils is looking to keep the heat on.
He's got extras on the long-range targets, but they are fast. And on the run, it's more of the same fast shooting.
With the shotgun now, and there's 1 round loaded we can. He's 1 for 1 from there and into the pistol.
This is one of the fastest runs we've seen on the stage. 45.78 and clean.
Had a couple extra shots on long range. Everything else went solid. I can't complain.
The pace setter in the open division is none other than Taran Butler. And the long stage known as Where's the Bridge is his challenge.
It's shotgun first with 2 flying birds. The thrower is activated by the falling steel popper, so timing and round count is critical.
Taran's magazine-fed Saga shotgun makes it a bit easier for him. There is no capacity limitation for the shotgun in open. Into the pistol now, and he is deceptively fast on his feet.
After the run, it's the rifle. And Taran wraps the stage up in a best for the division time of 44.85.
They got the best stages here. Really are. Best freaking stages around.
Making the great stages for this national is hometown shooter and stage designer Piatt Rensing's responsibility.
And I'm here. I live here. I'm a life member here. I run a match here every single Sunday. I know every inch of these bays. I know what directions we can send shotgun. I know where we can maybe shoot over a burn with a little bit more long range. And it makes it a little bit easier for me to put the match up. And, you know, Phil, Mike, everybody that's allowed me to do it, you know, says, hey, just go. It's your range. Make it work.
Stand by.
For Daniel Horner, make it work is the mantra. And on Where's the Bridge, his shotgun is following suit. Problems early in the match have cost him, but now it's back online.
Both flying birds are hit, and now he's into the pistol. Smooth shooting on the move is something Daniel is known for. That's a great example of it here.
After the run to the rifle, there's more fast footwork. Daniel drives his rifle through the final targets in 41.59 seconds.
It went okay. I made a couple extra shots that I shouldn't have, but everything else went okay. It wasn't a great time, but it was a solid time. I got the birds, that's all that matters.
Nils Jonasson is shooting well in this national, and as his match is winding down, he knows it's time to push if there will be any chance of dethroning Daniel.
On the stage, Mad Birds, his shotgun work is flawless. Once into the rifle, you can see him turn up the juice.
These are some tight shots here for the rifle, and he doesn't need a penalty this late in the race.
Pistol now, and the rangy Jonasson is through in 27.39 seconds, but there is trouble on one of the rifle targets.
That's the challenge of such tight rifle shots.
No shoot.
That no shoot adds 5 seconds.
Stand by.
Over on the long-range stage, Rip Cord, Lena Miculek is putting the finishing touches on another high lady title.
She's taken the highest position on the wall with the rifle. Let's see how it works.
Oh no, a double feed with the rifle. This costs time.
Once into the shotgun, she's back on pace. That was a fantastic strong hand load too.
Pistol now, and even with the hiccup early, this ends up being a great run. 59.01, best among the ladies for the match.
Stand by.
Daniel Horner is finishing his match on the shotgun and rifle stage known as Where's Range 4.
And the trouble with the shotgun persists. That couldn't have happened at a worse time.
The flying bird got away. On this stage, the birds are a 5-second bonus. Daniel has missed both of them.
His time is slightly off, and to make it worse, 10 seconds worth of penalties. Not how Daniel wants to finish his match.
Unload and show clear. Oh my God.
Our congratulations to Daniel Horner taking his 6th MultiGun national title.
IDPA standout Glenn Shelby snuck in there on you, didn't he?
I won't miss him next time. Nils Jonasson, he's 3rd. In the open division, it's Taran Butler holding off Jerry Miculek, and JoJo is 3rd.
In the limited division, the win goes to James Casanova, a little more than 7 points ahead of 2nd place.
In heavy metal tactical, it's the USAMU's Matt Sweeney over Barry Duke, and our own Scott McGregor is 3rd.
Nice job, Scotty. And finally, in heavy limited, the win goes to Bruce Piatt there.
Well, after the break, I team up with a top squad to shoot my first nationals. That's next.
This is custom gun making, hand fitting, slide to frame, hand cutting the mag well, blending the surfaces of the slide, the frame, and the beaver tail. At every step, a Les Baer Custom 1911 is hand fitted to tolerances no CNC machine can match for match grade accuracy. And a Les Baer Custom 1911 is priced at 1/3 of what you'd pay any other gun maker. See all the 1911s and rifles at lesbaer.com.
Get into the reloading red zone with reloading tools from Hornady. Innovation, craftsmanship, and reliability. Hornady reloading presses are built with American pride and backed by our legendary no-risk warranty. Hand load precision with tools from Hornady. ShootingUSA.com, your resource for firearms news and information.
For me, covering the USPSA Nationals is a regular deal, and I've often thought, how would I do in this challenging technical match? Well, this year, I got the chance to find out.
The list of names on this squad reads like a who's who of the practical shooting sports, starting with world champion Bruce Piatt.
Getting a good squad is it makes for a good weekend.
And Tony Holmes.
Very first thing going through here is trying to stay in the match.
Kerry D'Amatos.
You've been shooting multi-gun a lot of years.
Yeah, started in the 90s, early 90s.
Before it was cool.
Yeah, when there was only one match a year out here, the same range, Soldier Fortune.
Scott McGregor.
I've been shooting with Bruce and Tony and Kerry for a long time, and I've learned a lot from them over the years. And one of the things I learned very early on is that you want to shoot with the guys that are better than you, because they'll tend to lift you up.
Junior Nate Staskewicz.
Nate Staskewicz, 15 years old.
And of course, me.
What a gift to be able to shoot with multiple national champions.
In this crowd, it doesn't take long for the lessons to begin.
I'm thinking I would shoot this guy first. Shoot the popper, and then get the clay, and then burn those down.
Okay.
All right, let's go do it like 5 more times.
Yep. Now for the full walkthrough.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dump.
Yes, 5. So my shotgun plan is set and just in time to run the stage. The first array with the shotgun goes perfectly. The load could have been smoother. The final position, I completely forget what I had planned and I end up shooting the static steel first, and that leads to the missed flyer, even with the extra shot. Once around to the rifle, it's clear I spent all of my time planning the first half of this long stage because now I'm searching for targets. Luckily, I get them all in a little over 90 seconds, but there may be trouble on one of the pistol targets.
It's slow, but I think I hit everything except for the one bird that got away, so...
Kevin, come make a call for me.
Uh-oh. I gotta look at a target.
What caliber you shoot, John?
9mm.
You want to look at it?
I'm over your shoulder, I can see.
You got it.
Very generous. Thank you, Kevin.
The junior Nate Staskewicz runs stage 10 with his shotgun following a plan that looks a lot like mine, only faster. He is a thriving young talent and the rest of the squad has noticed.
For 15 years old, he's big, which helps. He's as big as an adult, and he's eager to learn. Whenever one of us talk, you know, he's listening. You know, he's not just off doing his own thing.
I wish I was 15 and could have started doing what he was doing. I mean, I was shooting, but I was doing like 3-position, 4-position rifle, a little bit of high power, but there was nothing going on back then but PPC. I shot with my dad.
Nate stops the clock at 58.98, a solid time.
Yeah, my plan worked. Followed it. I had one problem on the shotgun, but besides that, felt pretty smooth.
Speaking of smooth, Kerry D'Amatos is almost silky on the long-range stage Rip Cord. Needing just a couple of pickups on the long steel, and he's on the move. His run is efficient and nothing seems rushed, just, well, smooth. A quick load too with the shotgun and he's got what he needs to move on.
It felt pretty good. It's a fun stage. Nice layout, you get to run and do a lot of quick shooting.
Quick shooting is just what Tony Holmes has in mind on the tricky stage Mad Birds. Tony is shooting in the open division, and that means he has the capacity in his shotgun to clear all of the targets without a reload. His rifle shots are extremely quick, even over the no-shoot in the window. Once into the pistol, it's more blazing speed. Just a couple of pickups on that steel late. Otherwise, it's a great run.
That window kind of slows you down a little bit for taking them shots to that tight slot, but other than that, we're good. Everything went kind of smooth on that one.
Scott McGregor has a similar plan on the stage, except that his pistol is limited to 10 rounds, and that means single A-zone hits to neutralize the pistol targets. At the end, Scott likes his performance.
That felt good.
All good.
Man, those targets look huge. That was awesome.
I'm sure by now you've picked up on how much stuff is needed to compete in 3-gun. Getting here by plane from all around the country is half the challenge. Luckily for us, Kerry D'Amatos made the drive from SoCal.
Describe for me the inside of Kerry D'Amatos' truck.
Well stocked. Let's just say that.
It's like going to a sporting goods show. He just pulls out these big drawers. It's got big compartments and this and that in there, and what we don't have, he's usually got.
I know where he keeps his snacks and his cooler.
You can't even begin to imagine how important it is to have somebody who's willing to drive to the match and bring all the tools and bring all of the cleaning equipment and bring all of the ammo. It just makes it so much easier.
Oh, you gotta have spare parts. Things are breaking. We're running these firearms on the ragged edge. Everything breaks. Something's always gonna go wrong. I get a little carried away, bring a little extra ammo and supplies and cleaning gear, extra rifles, shotguns, pistols, just in case anything goes down.
There's only so much you can bring on an airplane. You really need somebody to drive.
You've made it this far in the video, and for that, we thank you. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel, and we'll keep the uploads coming.